electromagnetic, when we see the electromagnetic spectrum, it has electromagnetic spectrum. First of all, I'll tell you what is electromagnetic spectrum. So electromagnetic spectrum is the range of electromagnetic waves. Where does it start and where it ends? Now, basically, electromagnetic spectrum contains gamma rays, X-rays. Electromagnetic spectrum contains gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible light, and infrared radiation, microwaves, and radio waves. This is the spectrum, electromagnetic spectrum. Mainly, we are dealing with visible light. Visible light means whatever we see with our naked eye is a visible light. So, normally we see a white light, but it is composed of 7 colors. Of course, it contains many other colors, but broadly we see ligjht, like violet, indigo, blue, green. So this visible light, we deal with visible light only. Of course, whatever we discuss, the laws, various kinds of laws, those are all applicable to all those rays, gamma rays, X-rays, UV, IR, micro, and radio waves. But with our naked eye, we can't see them. That's why we are dealing with only visible light. Now, what is a light? Light is a form of energy. Naturally, we'll get from the sun. So, sun is a burning source, and where helium ions continuously nuclear fission takes place, and energy releases, and the energy is released while it is emitting most of the energy in the form of light. But we see only white light, and sometimes we see rainbow during the rainy season. What happens when if we get sun in this direction, and we see rainbow on the opposite direction, what happens means this water molecule, water drops, they will scatter the light, and a rainbow will be formed. So we will discuss all of them. Now, we are dealing with only white light now. So, you see, we see a mirror. Every day morning when we wake up, what we see, we go to the mirrors and how we appear to, and how my eyes and how my hair is. So, what happens there? It's a shiny object, right? Light will fall on our face, and it gets reflected to the mirror, and we see our image there. Likewise, light reflection. First of all, we talk about reflection of the light. So, what is a reflection? Already we discussed what is light. Light is a form of energy. Naturally, we will get it from the sun. In house, we get it from electric bulb. There are various kinds of electric bulbs. So, what is a reflection of the light? Reflection means when light falls on any shiny object, when any smooth surface, it gets back to the source in other direction or in the same direction. So this phenomena is called, say we have a steel plate here. Light directly falls on the steel plate. What happens now? It will get reflected. So when a light falls on this plate and it gets back, and if you see when a person is in the sunlight, if he put his a mirror in his hand, and if he directs the light to the house, it will be illuminated. It is a regular phenomenon. See, if you hold a mirror in your hand and go outside during the sunlight, and if you change the direction to some dark place, it will get reflected. It will get illuminated. What happens there? The sunlight, here the mirror is there, and sun shines here, light falls, and if you direct it to some other dark place, it will get the image of the mirror here. I think you got it. So likewise, when a light falls on a smooth surface, so these light rays will get back to the source or some other direction. This is called reflection. Understood? So here we have a terminology that should be, we have to be familiar with that. Incident ray. Incident ray. When a ray of light falls on a smooth surface, this is called incident ray, and it gets reflected, come back. This is reflected ray. Here we have a rule, laws of reflection. We'll discuss them. If you take a normal to the surface, this is a normal. What is normal? What is normal? Normal, which makes a 90 degrees angle with the surface. So this incident ray makes an angle I. This is angle of incidence, and the reflected ray also makes some angle R. That is angle of reflection. So first principle is these three rays, incident ray, reflected ray, and normal, they will be in the same plane. This is first rule. Second rule is I equal to R. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. I'll explain in a simple way. If you there is a mirror in front of you, and you observe a person from your angle. If you stand here, and mirror will be there, you see some object or some person in the mirror. So what happens? The light that is reflected from the person is reflected by the mirror and comes to you, and you observe the reflected rays. Likewise, the light which is falling on you is directed to mirror, and that light gets reflected to the other person. That means if you can see the person in the mirror, the other person also can see you. Here, why this is? Because here what we say is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So in what angle you are observing that person, the same angle is applied to the some other that other person. That is why the other person also can see you. Okay, if you hide somewhere else, that's a different thing. But if you can see the person also can see you. This is the basic principle. So as first we discussed in electromagnetic spectrum, these laws are applicable to all the electromagnetic radiation. What we say, gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, visible light, infrared rays, and microwaves and radio waves. Of course, we cannot observe them with our naked eye, but we can detect them by using some special techniques or special devices. We can detect them. Simply here it's a normal experiment. You can also do it. If you take a suit on any object and apply the suit on the that shiny object or any object, and if you put in you put outside when sun is shining or somewhere else, it after some time it gets heated up. Why? Because it absorbs IR radiation. This is one simple device. Normally we call it as a black body. In further classes you can see black body radiation. What we say is the black body absorption. Black body radiation, the reverse process also takes place. If you heat that black body to certain temperature, it will emit the radiation. That is black body radiation. Hope you understand the concept of reflection of light. Now let us move to refraction. That is another beautiful topic. After that we will go to some practical problems. Laws of reflection, based on laws of reflection, laws of mirror. When object is placed before the mirror, and image position, and all those topics we'll cover in the successive session. Now we move to refraction.